Robert Downey Jr., the man who became synonymous with the armored genius Tony Stark, has a life story that's as riveting as any superhero saga. Born on April 4, 1965, in the bustling heart of Manhattan, New York City, Robert John Downey Jr. entered the world already surrounded by the glitz and grit of show business. His father, Robert Downey Sr., was an underground filmmaker known for his avant-garde, often controversial works like Putney Swope and Greaser's Palace. His mother, Elsie Ann Ford, was an actress who appeared in some of her husband's films. With a sister named Allison, young Robert grew up in a bohemian household where creativity flowed freely, but so did instability. The family's mixed heritage, Lithuanian Jewish, Hungarian Jewish, Irish on his father's side, and Scottish, German, Swiss on his mother's, added layers to his identity, but it was the nomadic lifestyle that truly shaped him. They bounced between Woodstock, London, New Mexico, California, Connecticut, and back to Greenwich Village, chasing film projects and dodging financial woes. From the tender age of 5, Robert was thrust into the spotlight. His debut came in his father's 1970 film Pound, where he played a puppy, yes, a puppy, in a bizarre, absurdist comedy. 2 years later, at 7, he appeared in Greaser's Palace as a boy with a throat wound who miraculously heals. These weren't glamorous beginnings. They were raw, unfiltered introductions to the craft. His parents' divorce in 1977 split the family further. Allison went with their father to California, while Robert stayed with his mother in New York. But by his early teens, the pull of Hollywood was too strong. He moved west to live with his dad, enrolling at Santa Monica High School, where he rubbed shoulders with future stars like Rob Lowe and Sean Penn. School wasn't his priority, though. Acting was. He dropped out at 17 in 1982, determined to make it on his own. Back in New York, he hustled, bussing tables at a Soho restaurant, selling shoes, even posing as living art in nightclubs to fund his auditions. Off-Broadway roles followed, like in American Passion at the Joyce Theater, but it was the silver screen that called him back. The 1980s marked Robert's breakout era, a time when he became part of the infamous Brat Pack, that group of young actors defining teen angst and rebellion. His first notable film role was in 1983's Baby It's You, though much of it hit the cutting room floor. Undeterred, he landed a part in 1984's Firstborn, alongside Sarah Jessica Parker, sparking a real-life romance that lasted until 1991. Then came 1985, a stint on Saturday Night Live, where he joined a revamped cast including Joan Cusack and Randy Quaid. It was a disaster. The season bombed, and Robert was fired after 1 year, with critics calling it one of the show's worst. But Hollywood beckoned. That same year, he starred in Tough Turf as a punk sidekick and Weird Science as a high school bully, showcasing his charisma and edge. 1987 brought The Pickup Artist with Molly Ringwald in the critically acclaimed Less Than Zero, where he played Julian Wells, a drug-addicted rich kid spiraling out of control. The performance was haunting, earning praise from Janet Maslin of the New York Times as desperately moving. Ironically, it mirrored his own emerging battles with substance abuse, which had roots in his childhood. His father had given him marijuana at 6 and cocaine at 8, framing it as a twisted form of bonding. As the 90s dawned, Robert's talent shone brighter. He starred in Air America, 1990, with Mel Gibson, playing a wild helicopter pilot, and Soap Dish, 1991, a satirical comedy with Sally Field and Whoopi Goldberg. But his crowning achievement came in 1992's Chaplin, directed by Richard Attenborough. Portraying the legendary Charlie Chaplin from youth to old age, Robert underwent intense training, learning violin, tennis, left-handed no less, and mimicking Chaplin's iconic walk. The role earned him his first Academy Award nomination for Best Actor, a Golden Globe nod, and a BAFTA win. Critics raved. Roger Ebert called it one of the best performances of the year. More hits followed: Heart and Souls, 1993, Shortcuts, 1993, with an ensemble cast, and Natural Born Killers, 1994, as a sleazy journalist. In 1995, he tackled period drama in Restoration and romance in Only You with Marissa Tomei. But amid the acclaim, his personal life was unraveling. The dark side of fame caught up with Robert in spectacular fashion. His addiction to drugs, cocaine, heroin, and more, escalated, leading to a string of arrests starting in 1996. That June, he was pulled over on the Pacific Coast Highway, found with cocaine, heroin, and an unloaded Magnum revolver. A month later, high and disoriented, he wandered into a neighbor's home in Malibu and passed out in a child's bed. Probation followed, but he violated it repeatedly, missing drug tests, fleeing rehab. In 1997, he was sentenced to 180 days in Los Angeles County Jail. Released, he joined the cast of Ally McBeal in 2000, earning a Golden Globe for his role as Larry Paul. But another arrest for cocaine possession led to his firing from the show. The Nader came in 1999, sentenced to 3 years in California State Prison for parole violations. He served 15 months at the California Substance Abuse Treatment Facility and State Prison in Corcoran. Life inside was brutal: fights, injuries, and reflection. Upon release in 2000, he quipped on The Oprah Winfrey Show, "It's like I have a shotgun in my mouth, and I've got my finger on the trigger, and I like the taste of the gunmetal." The career downturn was swift and severe. Studios blacklisted him, insurance companies refused to bond him for films due to his unreliability. Roles dried up, and he hit rock bottom, living in seedy motels and scraping by. But seeds of change were planted. In 2001, he met producer Susan Levin on the set of Gothica. She became his rock, insisting on sobriety before committing. Robert embraced Wing Chun Kung Fu, yoga, and therapy, achieving sobriety in 2003 after a final relapse. He credits Susan, whom he married in 2005 in a Jewish ceremony, with saving him. They founded Team Downey, their production company, in 2010. The comeback was nothing short of legendary. In 2003, he starred in The Singing Detective, a remake that showcased his musical talents. He even released an album, The Futurist, in 2004. Roles in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, 2005, and A Scanner Darkly, 2006, rebuilt his credibility. Then in 2008, director Jon Favreau fought to cast him as Tony Stark in Iron Man, despite studio hesitations. It was a gamble that paid off spectacularly. The film grossed over $585 million worldwide, launching the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU. Robert's portrayal of the billionaire playboy philanthropist was electric, witty, flawed, and utterly charismatic. He reprised the role in Iron Man 2, 2010, The Avengers, 2012, which shattered records with $1.5 billion, and sequels like Iron Man 3 Inches, 2013, Avengers Age of Ultron, 2015, Captain America Civil War, 2016, Spider-Man Homecoming, 2017, Avengers Infinity War, 2018, and Avengers Endgame, 2019, which became the highest-grossing film ever at $2.8 billion. His arc as Iron Man mirrored his own redemption, culminating in the emotional sacrifice in Endgame. Beyond Marvel, Robert's versatility shone. He embodied Sherlock Holmes in Guy Ritchie's 2009 film and its 2011 sequel, A Game of Shadows, blending action with intellect and earning a Golden Globe. In 2010's Due Date, he sparred hilariously with Zach Galifianakis. The Judge, 2014, saw him as a slick lawyer opposite Robert Duvall, earning another Golden Globe nod. In 2020, he produced and starred in Dolittle, a family adventure, though it underperformed. His crowning post-MCU achievement came in 2023's Oppenheimer, directed by Christopher Nolan. As Lewis Strauss, the antagonistic Atomic Energy Commission chairman, Robert delivered a nuanced, chilling performance that won him his first Oscar for Best Supporting Actor in 2024, along with a Golden Globe, BAFTA, and SAG Award. It was a full-circle moment, proving his depth beyond blockbusters. Personal life has been a roller coaster, but stability reigns now. His first marriage to actress Deborah Falconer in 1992 produced son Indio in 1993, but ended in divorce in 2004 amid his addictions. Indio, a musician, has faced his own substance issues, which Robert has supported through. With Susan, he has son Exton Elias, born 2012, and daughter Avery Rowell, born 2014. The family lives in Malibu, where Robert practices veganism and advocates for environmental causes. In 2019, he launched the Footprint Coalition, using AI and robotics to combat climate change, aiming to clean the planet in a decade. Awards pile up: 3 Golden Globes, a BAFTA, and that elusive Oscar. He's been Hollywood's highest-paid actor multiple times, topping Forbes' list from 2013 to 2015 with earnings over $75 million annually. Philanthropy extends to the Random Act Funding charity, supporting arts and education, and prison reform advocacy, drawing from his own experiences. He's spoken openly about mental health, addiction, and redemption, inspiring millions. Today at 60, Robert Downey Jr. stands as a testament to resilience. From child actor to troubled star, from prison inmate to box office king, his story isn't just about fame, it's about falling, rising, and soaring higher than ever. Whether as Iron Man saving the world or Strauss scheming in shadows, he reminds us that heroes come in all forms, and sometimes the greatest battles are fought within.